we're just gonna do a branded walkthrough. So this is the side deck that I rock. 3 thrusts, 3 dark rulers, 3 forbidden droplets, 3 super polys, and 3 evenly. That's the side decks. Like I said, you can have anything on your side deck. I do, again, 3 evenlies, 3 super polys, 3 of these, 3 forbiddens, 3 dark rulers, and 3 thrusts. But you could add this to the main. That's what I'm doing. So there's that. And we're just gonna do a quick draw so I can show you combos. So basically, you got your Branded High Spirits combo where you would do that, toss these 2 in the trash, and then do the Albion. But we're gonna do something different. We're going to show you close to a perfect hand. Not really. But let's do the Synchro stuff. So, let's go ahead and Bystial out. We're going to do Synchro stuff. And we're going to get a Sarnier. Okay? Because we're going to be doing Synchro. We're going to do fusion deployment. We're going to get out Cartesia. Go ahead and get her out. And most likely they're going to Ash or Branded. And if they don't, they're stupid. But that's nothing to worry about. So, let's just do the play. Okay? So, we're going to go ahead and use High Spirits. And let's dump the Tragedy, and then we're going to activate the effect of Tragedy, and we're going to dump a Masquerade, and we're going to go ahead and use that. And we're just going to get like a Quem or something, so it's going to Quem. Where's that? Quem. Trash that. Let's activate that. Let's add an Aliber. An Aliber, let's go ahead and add an Aliber to our hand because we just used the Tragedy. And so we're going to go ahead and banish Tragedy. We won't be able to use the effect of Tragedy because we already used it. That's fine. And we're just using Aliber for now to bait him out. But that's okay. And then what we're going to do is, this is the Synchro combo. And then what we're going to do is, first turn, go ahead and get rid of Sarnier, trash him, use his effect, and you could put anything, but I'll just do the Retribution just in case they Ash, the Branded Fusion. And then we'll go ahead and activate Bystial Lubellion. And go ahead in our deck. And instead of getting lost, we're going to grab Etude of the Branded. That's going to allow us to Synchro Summon on our turn, on their turn, and because we have a Bystial monster up. But it makes it complex for them because if they link Synchro Ritual Summon, or Tribute Summon, or Fusion Summon, link Synchro Fusion Ritual, right, all their cards are getting banished. They can't use anything in the graveyard. So if they go ahead and link Dragon with Yummy, level 1 with Yummy, it's getting banished. Everything's getting banished. They can't use the graveyard. And so they're essentially stuck. You're a threat to them. So, okay, let's go ahead and use... We could activate Quem if we wanted to. Or we don't have to exactly. Let's just go ahead and grab a Luber. Let's bait him out. Let's say they don't bite. That's fine. we're gonna go ahead and get Lost added to the hand, and we could still use the fusion effect of Cartesia. And activate Lost. And so this is our lineup. We could go ahead and activate that if we want to, and then it would be the same thing. Let's just use that. And let's dump a monster. Let's dump Fallen and Tri Brigade Mercurier, and let's just bring out a Rinbrum. I'm not saying you have to do this, but we're just gonna be synchro summoning on their turn. So if they do have something that they set out, you know, we just have Rinbrum there. Okay, so that's trash. Okay, we banish Retribution, add it back to hand. Let's see. We're just gonna make it super simple and sweet. Okay, their turn. You have a Quem, you have a Branded Fusion, so you could go ahead and use Quem on their turn. Fusion Summon. Boom, boom, boom. And let's just say we get Grand Ghoul. We activate the effect of Grand Gouganol. And we'll go ahead and dump. Let's just say we dump Albion. So we'll dump Albion the Dragon. This is the end phase. And then we activate a Branded Lost. Let's go ahead and grab a monster from Branded Lost. Add to the hand. And you could get, I'm just gonna get Kit to get back the Retribution. This is all happening during the end phase. And yeah. And so basically this is the setup. You could play it any other way. But if they summon from the extra deck, banish that. That could be Branded Regain too, and then you'd go ahead and summon Lubellion. And they're getting interrupted, but let's do this again. But this time, let's add the secret spice to it. Let's do a real spicy one. So we'll use this spice. So let's do it. Shuffle up a bit. Cut the deck in half. Let's just do a draw. Okay, so this is good. Activate Chaos Space, banish these two, get yourself a no, this is actually really good. So we're gonna get a monster. We're gonna go back in the deck. We're gonna go ahead and activate him. Look at that. We could get a Saronir if you want to. And we may just do that, but let's get a Magma. Okay. Perfect. Activate Branded Lost, activate this. Discard that. You don't have to do that. But we're just gonna go for the activate. Branded Fusion in hand. Okay, we're gonna activate Branded Fusion. Let's just say they don't block it. Lost activates. Let's pop you. And pop another Dark Monster. Boom. Lost activates, so I can add to my hand. Let's just add a Quinn. And then we're gonna summon Albion, defense mode. You don't have to activate it. But you can. You can banish a Luber and Fallen and activate it. But for the sake of doing the whole shenanigans, we're not going to do any of that. You've already activated this. We're going to activate Blazing Harstesia, put her on the field. We're going to go ahead and banish Tri-Brigade, and we haven't summoned anything, so we're going to banish Tri-Brigade and activate Get a Quem. And now Magamut's on the field. Let's go ahead and close that. Magamut's on the field. We activated him. We're going to get Quem. Let's go ahead and grab a Quem. Okay. And we're going to summon Quem on the field, and we're going to dump an Albion. So right now we have 3, 4, 5 monsters on the field. And then, perfect. And we're not going to fuse anything. We're going to activate Albion, dump a Branded, or Branded, not an opening, but we could dump a Retribution and trash, banish this, grab the Branded back to hand, and then we're going to summon Lubellion. We're just doing everything quick. We haven't even reached the end phase yet. We're activating Lubellion. Go ahead and this is pretty awesome. We're gonna dump Etude. I'm going pretty fast, but just bear with me. And this is in our hand. We're gonna bring Infusion back in our hand. Okay, let's just say the Ashes. This is a really good setup already. Okay, so we're gonna fuse right now. Boop. We're gonna keep Bystial Magamut's on the field, but we're gonna fuse these two. Call it the Grand Guganol. Grand Guganol. Oh, yeah, we got fuse. Grand Guganol. In defense mode, we're gonna activate Grand Guganol's effect by dumping, and we can dump pretty much anything in there. Let's just dump Ida in there. Okay, because we have Albion. We have Albion in the grave, and then we have Fallen of Albus in the grave. Okay, so there's no misplays here, so we're doing everything exactly how it's set up. So we have 4 monsters. Okay, and we're gonna totally destroy our opponent's side of the field. So okay, so we're doing the setup, Etude of the Branded. Okay, so end phase, Magamut's, actually not end phase yet. We're gonna activate Quem since we summoned Grand Guganol. We're gonna go ahead and bring back Harstesia on the field. This is where things get really crazy. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, 1 fusion monster, a bunch of regular monsters. Okay, end phase, Magamut activates. Let's go ahead and grab, you could grab Saronir, but in fact I'm not grabbing Saronir because what we want to do is destroy the opponent next turn. So what we will grab on their turn, we'd want to completely destroy them. So we will grab, I can't seem to, okay, we'll grab not a Saronir, we'll grab a Drew Swarm. It's a Drew Swarm to our hand. I forgot we discarded the Ball Drake. That's fine. Okay, and then let's see what else activates. Albion the Brandon's gonna activate. We could shuffle one of our banish cards, so let's do that. So we're gonna go ahead and banish this. Grab Tri-Brigade, shuffle them back in the deck. because Lost is going to reactivate. This is a very important card to have. Very important. Okay, then shuffle the deck, activate Albion, and we're going to get, you could use Branded in red, but we're going to go for banishment. And we're going to set it. You could also grab a retribution if you have two, but chop it. And then we'd get to draw a card too because we just use chaos space. So we have two, draw a card. Okay, High Spirits. Quick play it, you could, but we're not going to. Okay, so this is like, you got a really devastating board. They're gonna eat it. They're gonna eat it. So, yeah, so let's see. Okay, yeah, so their turn, you have options. You could do Branded in red, or you could do branded banishment. So you have two options, and we're gonna go ahead and grab the two options just in case. So you could do end phase Albion. You can have one or the other. You summon him. Let's just say you'd use Branded in red because we have Ido. Go ahead and grab him, banish these two, call out the Albion. Call out the Albion. You know, and then Quem can bring out Cartesia back. Or nothing back, but you have a defense, offense. You're playing offense on theirs, and then you could lock them. You could merge these two if you wanted to, and go ahead and call out a Dispatter, or you could call out a Chaos Angel. So, and then you have a bunch of interruptions, a ton of interruptions, and you have an auto lock on them. Okay, but let's just say we don't do that. Let's just say we play without the lock. Let's play without the lock. Keep everything in the trash. And let's stick with this. So, their turn, we're doing banishment instead of Branded in red. But their turn, they're already having trouble. You have 3 Bystial monsters, awesome stuff, and the trash to your disposal. You could freak them out with this one, and then maybe they'll think that you're gonna lock them, so they're trying to out this first. But you also have loss on the field, 3 cards in your hand, which is a really good play. We're just doing a quick synchro build. Okay, let's just do it my way. So we're gonna go ahead and Synchro Summon these two. Okay, and then you're gonna get this patter. We're just gonna get this patter out in the field. Just patter. Okay, so now you have 2, 4, 5. Okay, one's using the link, so you only have 4 that's using link. So then you're gonna call back out Cartesia. Okay, with Quem. And then you could fusion summon again if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, you have 2, 4, 5. Yeah, if you want to, you could fusion summon. Boom. Okay, fusion summon these two, and maybe call out a Masquerade or a Corertus. So say Masquerade comes out, 2, 4, 5, and a link, and you still have a banishment. Disrupt them. So, and then this comes out. If they summon from the special deck, go ahead and get her out of here and call your Lubellion hunter. But you're disrupting plays with this card, and on their turn, and you could wait too. You could bait them. You don't have to bring anything out yet. You could keep the board as simple as it was and bait them out, and you don't have to do anything. Just bait them out. because they're going to be focused on, and then lost, because you start calling stuff out of your deck. You get to bring a Mercurier added to your hand if you want to. So you have a lot of interruptions, even with banishment on the field, or a red on the field. So now you have negates and yeah, now you have negates on the field and floodgates, and they can't play. They will not be able to play. Very powerful card. So I'll put this back and just keep an in red. You have a very powerful card for XYZ monsters. Not good against XYZ monsters, but Synchro, Lynx, this thing will be a devastator. And then you could just scare them with this. You don't even have to play this, but it scares them. So go ahead and do this. Pop the red. You pop the red. You grab him. Banish. Banish. Call out the Albion. Or the Mirror Jade. Or whichever. Pop it there. You're not calling stuff out yet. And if you did need a call out, you have the Albion on the grave, and you have the Fallen of Albaz as a super poly still, and then you activate Lost because you called out the Albion. You grab the Mercurier, add it to your hand. 2 disruptions in their graveyard. Massive disruption in their graveyard. Lock mechanism, banishing mechanism, banishing. Banish, go ahead. Call out. Got Lubellion, and you could still Synchro Summon on their turn. Jeez, too trash. Get out this patter, and then your banishment, go ahead and shuffle that back in and negate. So this is a very powerful card. These two very powerful. And then lock them if they want to use evenly match on you, or just give them a monster. But yeah, this is a quick synchro style play, and I know more people are going to use it when it catches on. Synchros are meant to be played with branded. They won't let you know this, and then we have synchro support coming in, and it's going to be fun. So if you like the video, like, share, subscribe, and make sure you share it with your friends and other branded duelists. And have fun, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and